How about that pop that greets the #1 UFC middleweight contender? He has emerged through the gauntlet at 185 pounds, and tonight, that elusive crack at UFC Gold.
Just getting here is an accomplishment because the waters are shark infested. Every single time you walk into the octagon, you are challenged at the highest level. So to get here is one thing. It's another thing to become the champion. He feels like tonight is his night to complete the journey, to finish writing his story and walking away with a championship belt.
There is a little bit of friction on this matchup, but most people would argue if any athlete is well equipped to bottle that emotion and realize success on a big stage, it is this #1 contender. Those questions give way to answers here in a moment. All right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem hard for him not to operate in that space. But because he believes in himself, because he recognizes who he is, he takes wins and losses as good as anyone I've ever seen. But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy in his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer in much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Joe Pyfer. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Well, he came into the UFC as one of the hottest prospects the octagon had seen in years, and Israel Adesanya has done nothing to diminish that hype. Stuffed 12 takedowns in his UFC debut, and the expectation is that most opponents are going to try to ground the last style bender. Let's see if he can keep this fight up right here tonight. Moving to his left now. And that one certainly found the target. Oh, you can hear that thwack in the nosebleeds as the kickboxer lands a body kick early here in the fight against the boxer.
I mean, this is the range that he needs to fight at. He doesn't want to be close where he's throwing hooks to the body and punches. Use those legs, dig that shit into the body, and try to slow down your opponent.
Just out of range with that strike.
Goodness, he has a great double legs. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Adesanya's in half guard. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Big ground and pound.
And very effective with the ground and pound. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Under a minute to go. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Hard shots landing on both. That's a huge connection there, DC. He is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Oh my goodness.
Round two is next. All right, so that is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown. Talk us through the replay.
He got the knockdown. He won the round. He did everything correct. The only thing he didn't do is finish the fight. But if he continues down the path, if he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Well, not much of a setup there, misses with the left hook. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight as he continues to pepper that body. Look at those numbers, bottom of your screen. That has been the most significant stat in this fight. The body strikes landed for this young man, working here towards the best performance of his UFC career. So the fighter limping now as a result of all those leg kicks. We'll see if he can make some adjustments.
He's got to make some adjustments. And checking the kick right now is not going to work. It's too late. This guy should have addressed this early. Because now he's going to have to tough it out and get through this. Nice shot lands from the bottom. Oh.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, what a transition to the belly down elbow. Oh, he's out.
Notice how his opponent circled back off to his right. Back towards the side that his opponent was on, got his hips all the way across to release the pressure off of his arm. Beautiful submission defense.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running a guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Adesanya. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Side control now. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Listen, you're not setting up your kicks. You're not setting up anything. You're just throwing them up. All right? Let me see some jabs on top of those.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
He's in trouble. Oh, landed some big shots, too.
Israel Adesanya's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here.
Big shot lands for both guys.
And just misses with that big right hand. Oh, high amplitude head kick. Oh! Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Keep your hands up.
Checks the leg kick. All right, so as a result of one of those leg kicks, he is now limping. He hasn't been rendered a one-legged fighter, but his mobility has absolutely been compromised.
Well, you can check it right now. It's easy to see. You can see that this guy has struggled. You can see that he's very, very hurt from these leg kicks. Even checking the kicks now will not help because the damage has been done.
Takes his back now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Adesanya. Oh, that's tight. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds.
Oh, nice right hand. Oh, that body shot hurt him.
Final 30 seconds of this third round. 20 seconds left.
Big shot to the head.
Oh, saved by the bell. That's the end of the round, and thankfully for him, it came at the right time. He got knocked down just before the horn. We'll see if his corner can keep him in the fight. Just 60 seconds with which to recover here before the next round. All right, so there is the horn. At times in that previous round, I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that. But when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, that's going to think you can do it again.
I mean, confidence is key in anything you do in regards to fighting. So, for him to secure the... Yeah, he's doing really bad. Beautiful transition.
Adesanya's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Gotta be careful here.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Adesanya. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Attempting a choke now.
That guillotine is tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Adesanya's in half guard now.
Oh, right into mount.
Take your time, relax, breathe.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Israel Adesanya is right back to the full mount here.
Changing the position.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Oh, he got to the spot.
Hard elbows, hard elbows.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Adesanya. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out to the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
5th and final round. So he's really struggling. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Stay in control.
Well, no denying that he...
That'll do it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. One final time to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 49 seconds of round number 5, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the Last Style Bender.